Psychoma by Helen Rhodes. Introduction by Elizabeth Town. The author of Psychoma has written this book out of the fullness of a new and remarkable experience. There are new ideas in its pages, new discoveries that will shortcut the path of attainment for every earnest student who uses the information instead of reading it merely. It is the desire to ensure to every reader the fullest benefit from these teachings that impels me to write this introduction. These teachings and special exercises are not theoretical. They were all first discovered and then tried out by Helen Rhodes during a period of 2 years. As she wrote me in May 1908, she was at times continuously living outside the physical. Later, they were fully proved by a group of students in New York with amazing results. In other words, Mrs. Rhodes has found what Dr. Maurice Bucke calls the cosmic consciousness, and in the findings she has made practical discoveries which I believe to be in advance of any other teachings yet put to print. This belief every reader can prove by using the book as herein directed. Mrs. Rhodes used special hours every day, and the result was a deep experience and original discoveries. Use this book faithfully, dear reader, and yours too shall be a soul-satisfying experience and yet other new discoveries. First of all, do not sit down and read the book through. Decide upon a special hour for development to be used every day for at least 2 months. Then keep that daily engagement with yourself as the most important thing in life. This is not impossible to anybody. Don't fool yourself with that plea. Not a man or woman, but could arrange to attend a series of lectures or a school at a certain hour every day for 2 months. Everyone can arrange to attend to this soul development with the same precision if he will. The results are sure and rich. Let the student take 1 chapter at a time, reading it every day for 2 weeks, reading it slowly with a quiet desire to know the truth. After the reading, let him practice faithfully whatever directions are given in that part of the book. Let him not quarrel with what he reads. Let him assume for the time being that it is all so. Let him accept with a will and aim to see things and feel them with the author. After the 8 weeks of practice, he will know better whether or not there is anything to reject. Did not Jesus say, "Do the will of the Father, and ye shall know of the doctrine, what to believe"? And William James says it at the moment of doing that the brain receives a new link to correspond. I say unto you, do the will of this book, and you will be glad forevermore. Elizabeth Town, September 9th, 1908. Julia Ward Howe's Vision, Boston, June 29th, 1908. One night recently, I experienced a sudden awakening. I had a vision of a new era, which is to dawn for mankind, in which men and women are battling equally, unitedly, for the uplifting and emancipation of the race from evil. I saw men and women of every clime working like bees to unwrap the evils of society and to discover the whole web of vice and misery, and to apply the remedies, and also to find the influences that should best counteract evil and its attendant suffering. There seemed to be a new, a wondrous, ever-permeating light, the glory of which I cannot attempt to put in human words, the light of a newborn hope and sympathy blazing. The source of this light was human endeavor, immortal purpose of countless thousands of men and women who were equally doing their part in the world. I saw the men and the women standing side by side, shoulder to shoulder, a common lofty and indomitable purpose, lighting every face with a glory not of this world. All were advancing with one end in view, one foe to trample, one everlasting good to gain. And then I saw the victory. All of evil was gone from the earth. Misery was blotted out. Mankind was emancipated and ready to march forward in a new era of human understanding, all-encompassing sympathy and ever-present help, the era of perfect love, of peace, passing understanding. Julia Ward Howe. End of introduction to Psychoma by Helen Rhodes.